Hello, good morning. I'm Ben Brown. I have been getting serious and I've been getting organized with my virtual guitar project here. And that took the form of writing out this product requirement document. And in this PRD, you completely describe the project. Try to make it so there's no ambiguities. It's like a classic way to just coordinate people, but it's kind of grown in the wanting to have AI do more without like your own supervision. So in my code here, we are 1,000 lines deep. I actually have a place where I talk to AI. Here I have described the features. And so this is a functional requirement. When I click, the notes play and they turn off. That's already done. That one's good. This is several requirements. These are the features that I want in this virtual guitar. And so the first feature that I want to explain is what we saw at the very beginning. This is actually like the heart of what I want to make. Like this is what I want to see. Whenever I made my guitar course, I just kind of faked this feature. And I had to do a whole lot of editing and it would take hours of drawing. And so the feature would go like this. You can create any chord on the board. What you'd be able to do is select all these guys. And with that selection, these notes have a particular relationship. There is a root. Above that is the perfect fifth. Above that's the major seven, and then you have this third on top. That structure, that stack, these have a particular relationship. When you select them, that solidifies. And so what I'll be able to do is take this guy, drag it around the guitar, and it'll create, just by nature of selecting and moving that chord, you'll be able to get the exact same relationship. Root, perfect fifth, major seven, major third. And despite the fact that this shape is actually slightly different, it actually understands that the thing that matters is these relational notes. And so it doesn't care about the note names. It's not like copying the exact shape. It just shifts that relationship around. It shifts that chord. And so what this feature does, what having the ability to move shapes around does, it shows one of the most important things about guitar. While the shape may change as you move it around, the rolls, the thing that matters, is actually quite consistent. And this actually kind of reduces how complicated the guitar seems to people. And so that's chords. Let me actually show you in this is a 1-octave scale of G. And so if you have your little shape selection tool, capture this shape, and then now you'd be able to move this scale around, slide the whole thing over, and all the dots will snap into place where it ought to be. And again, this will reveal kind of wild things about how the guitar operates and manipulates shapes. Just trying to make it like this is a little bit painful. So this will become a fluid experience where you get to see this stuff operate. That's one of the bigger ones. I most look forward to having that so that I can explain junk like that much faster. And students can play with that to gain an intuition for how the guitar shifts shapes and maintains rolls. The other feature that's also quite important is actually something we've already been seeing, which is already implemented. This is the ability to keep track of what notes are being played, but also what their note rolls are. So what is their roll in the scale compared to the root? So whenever you play, it assumes the first button you press is the root, and it will subsequently determine all the rolls by what you've played. Root, 2, 3, 4. Right? So that's a big deal. And one of the features that's also implemented is this ability to use the spacebar like a pause and play button, where whatever chord you have in there, you can remove it and you can bring it right back. Yeah, that's coming together. And those are some of the biggest features, and they're already in there. The most recent is actually what this page is all about. So adding modifier keys to the virtual guitar. The motivation for this was the default for how these notes work is every click, the note completely stays put. It sustains itself indefinitely. The motivation for making this sustained is because this is really like a chord explorer. I want this selection and movement of the chord to be fluid. It's the kind of thing that you can do with your fingers really well, but you can't do with any other virtual guitar tool or any teaching tool currently. And so having the chord just sustain makes sense. But it would also be useful while I have notes playing. It'd be nice to be able to show off quick little hits of quick little notes that just show up for a little bit, just little ephemeral things. When you hold down the command button, you can get these more kind of like what you'd expect with a regular guitar. And the other scenario that I thought of was whenever it's time to talk about scales, if every note stays, it just becomes like a cacophonous mess. Like 7 notes this close together doesn't make a sound that's pleasant. And so that motivates being able to have a note that shows up, plays. You have the markers stay, and yeah, and then I get to mess around with the scale. They mix and match well. Yeah, those are the features. The main takeaway here is that like this guitar tool, I am stoked about it. I have gotten serious. I've gotten organized. And with the help of where AI is now, like I can make a guitar tool that has never been done before, and I'm very excited about it. Yeah, it's coming together. This is me constructing version 2. If you want to play with version 1, you can go to homebase.com/demo. There is a older version. Doesn't display what notes, but sounds nice. You can play around with some stuff. And yeah, that is homebase.com/demo. Maybe that will help satisfy some curiosity if you want to see that now. That's kind of all. I will say my goodbyes at this point. If you enjoy the nerd guitar content, I would suggest that you hit the like button and let YouTube know that. If you want to follow along with me on this nerdy guitar journey, I'll be showing my work as I make this stuff. So you may want to hit subscribe and follow along. In the description, I will have links for things. The demo, my guitar course, and all that stuff for those seeking that. And that's it. So yeah, have a good day. I'll play out. Crushed it. All right. Bye.